Hi everyone, Aldbar here, and welcome to my Let's Play. Well, we've done all three flagging quests, both on Epic and Heroic, and now we've got to do Gianthold Tor. This will complete the flagging for the last two, the last two parts of the flagging for both Epic and Heroic, so. This is the quest giver for Gianthold Tor. This is the Heroic version. And right next to the quest, we've got actually the quest giver for the Epic version. Bear in mind, it's very important that if you want to finish the flagging for the Heroic, you're going to have to do all the Heroic quests with the Heroic quest givers. If you want to do the Epic, you'll have to do the Epic with the Epic quest givers. There we go. Gianthold Tor and return to Gianthold Tor. So let's get started. 26. I'm only level 23. Yeah. He'll be fine. Let's buff.
Did you think because we let you in you could pass freely here? Stand in the center there, where the air around the circle crackles with magic. The giant's eyes are dull and clouded with malice. I deem you unworthy, cries Ignos. You have profaned the sacred ground of this Tor. Now you must die.
And so the slaughter part of this quest starts. Got to defend many rounds of this spawning in, giants. So you got the Epic and Heroic waves of we got fire giants and just hill giants. The fire giants actually get healed by fire. Way back in the day, there was a mechanic in this quest that was like a pre-raid, and you had to do it with a party. Eventually, they fixed it as far as I'm concerned. They changed it so you no longer have to do that, and that was a very good change as far as I'm concerned. I would say that this particular fight is an average kind of a fight, as long as you can take some fire damage, because that's primarily the type of damage you take over here.
Where do these portals come from? It must be elsewhere in the Tor.
Yeah, there's a lot of collectibles you can get from this particular fight. Anyway, I don't remember exactly how many enemies you have to do. I guess we could check the kill counter, see.
With no more giants
38.
behind the portals, the guards rush through the door to do you in.
Over here, there's a switch. When you pull the switch, it will open this door. And when this door opens, we'll be able to go up. Now this door also has a mechanic that you can open it if any monster gets too close to the door. So, come on. So rather than me pulling the switch, they open the door by standing right next to it. Who cares? Well, I care. Simply because I've never pulled this valve. This valve actually does two things. It also summons in a whole bunch of monsters in this hallway. By the way, you can also just stand right next to the door and use summon monster on the door, and the exact thing will happen. So yeah, basically it triggers this valve who opens the door. By having the monsters who come up to this door don't actually need to pull it. They just walk into the proximity of this valve, and this valve, the proximity is sticking out to the door. So yeah, I don't think I actually have the summon monster on me. Let's check. Summon monster someplace. Man, maybe for next round. I have to do this on heroic, and I'll probably do the dragons on heroic. For now, save myself the hassle. So yeah, this whole thing would be full of giants. Why bother?
The fiery wall in the hallway vanishes. Perhaps others of these ancient giantish barriers.
Ryan, if you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you. This is where the giant was standing before. We didn't actually kill him because he didn't spawn in. Thankfully, we don't need to.
The magical giantish barrier is down. You are free to move deeper into the Tor.
Okay, so you gotta follow this kobold. Well, kind of showing you the mechanic that there's narrow passages where you can squeeze your way through. Just click on him, talk to him. Yes, 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 whatever.
And in it is the kobold you saw before.
Okay, now everything here is active. Truth is, it became active already before I went in. Okay, so we've got these two doors, one here, one at the end of that hallway. And to get past them, there's always a crack in the wall. Once you squeeze past it, you can actually get to the door on the other side and open it up. Okay, so that's the door open. This is the other side of this door. We're in this area just to open up this place. It's got a big valve over here. You gotta wait. One of the two just turned green. Now you gotta go to the other side and do the same thing. It used to be that these valves would reset, basically making it that you would have to have two players do it at the same time or it wouldn't work. You could do it with a hireling. I did it with a hireling. It was not fun. But basically you'd send a hireling to go click the valve and you would run, and hopefully the timing would work out. You'd have to first clear out all the enemies or they would kill your hireling. So yeah, this side is done. Now we can go to the other side. Did not mean to do that. Okay, same story here. There we go. Hidden passage. This again will get us to the other side of the door. You don't end up right on the other side of the door, which is odd. You end up kind of like far away. But whatever. Yeah, here's the other side of that door. Pretty long walk if you ask me.
cushioned gears grind deep underfoot. The path forward has opened.
Okay, yeah, I'm doing this aside second. I like doing it because, well, I end up back to the chest. Sorry. And ways open. Two giants here, two giants spawning on the other side. And way back in the day, right over here, this area that wasn't blocked off, there was like a circle on this side and a circle on that side, and you had to stand inside the same circle, inside of the circles, for a certain amount of time, while I think skeletons would like spawn in. I think those same skeletons now spawn in out over here.
The portal master stands with maddened eyes, casting an elaborate spell. You did not have to come.
Yeah, on heroic these things don't have any hit points, but on epic they've got a lot.
When I am done casting Reaver's Bane, you would die in the glowing statue breaks. The portal master snarls. I can cast it just as
Yeah, these spawning monsters, I believe, were the ones who would spawn in that hallway over there. Basically the exact same thing, but they like moved it out. And they debuff you, and then they give you a whole bunch of negative levels. Thankfully I don't take negative levels, so... The Death Ward is just for the negative energy. Okay. Yeah, this is the boss for this quest. Once you finish this boss, the quest is technically done. There are 3 optionals, which are dragons and giants. We have to kill in a pair. Since I'm kind of underleveled, I'm not going to be doing them on Epic Elite. And I'm anyways repeating this quest on Heroic for the Heroic flagging, so we'll do the dragons then. Also, you got to get a thumbnail, right?
the portal master staggers and falls, and the cloud of madness leaves his eyes. What came over me, he whimpers. The dragons.
These giants are technically infinite.
3 of them.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. That was the Epic Elite version. Now, let's go do the Heroic. Yeah, that's the Epic Elite version. Talk to him. This should complete my flagging for the Epic Reavers raid. Now, before we go any further, let's go pick something up. You noticed I got a cool teleport animation. This comes from the Ultimate Fan Bundle from the new expansion, who's now open on pre-order. So, pair of Demogorgon or whatever the name is. So let's go check out the items. I did get these from SSG for like as a sample review. So let's show them off. Next quest, we've got some waiting to do. Might as well have it. So basically, once you've purchased any of the bundles, there'll be another one of these bundle whole item holders in Hall of Heroes. I would say that a lot of it's cosmetics and mounts, and this is subjective if you want it or not. But the one thing that is objective is this. a tome of the universal enhancement +1. This is 3,500 DDO points, so $35 basically. And if you buy at least 3 of them, so it's better to buy the expansion because you'll get one for every character ever, and it's permanent. So I would really say that this is probably the #1 thing to go for. Anyway, so I've already used my +1 tome. You can't use more than one on a character, but whatever. And I've got the 3 sets of cosmetics, so we'll check them out. What else did I get? There we go. And we'll show off the mounts and etc. So here are the new 2 mounts. Alright, mount number 1. Why can't I find it? This one. This is the Cloaker mount. This is actually unique. It's the way he stands on it is different than you'd stand on the typical flying carpet. So it's currently it's the only one in the game. So if you like this specific look, it's completely brand new. This one comes with the collector's bundle. I believe that this time they've actually added a lot of value by making it very unique cosmetics for the collector bundles. That I think is a very cool touch. Here we go. Got the Cloaker mount. And it does the wave. Second one. This one's from the Ultimate Fan Bundle. This is basically a lizard version of the dragons they've been giving out. It's really cool. I would say the Cloaker one from the collector's bundle is probably the one that most players are going to be most excited about. But yeah, but that's the thing. It's not objective, it's subjective, and whatever you like, you like. So I can't really tell you which one's better. Either way, we've done epic, and now do heroic. This time, while we wait here, I'm going to summon some of my heroic hirelings. This is the new heroic hireling. And if like Rana before had True Seeing, this one has freedom of movement, which makes this a very good buff. Just like the one from Sharn has blur. These are all very good clickies to have. You can put on at the beginning of a quest. You can park your character there. Just put them on fight and see what they do. See how long they survive. Yeah, so the new hireling has these like magical spores, or basically a healing spell. Kind of like, I guess, cleric healing aura. Just, of course, not as strong. Yeah, I think my hirelings can handle this, so let's show off the new cosmetics. Not cosmetics, yeah, first start with the pets. So the first 2 pets. This one is... what's this one called? The Bullet? Bullet Pup. But this Bullet Pup over here, this is from the Ultimate Fan Bundle. Supposed to be attacking. Sorry about all the noise on the screen. Here he is again. Asleep. It's very cute. I really like this one where he digs into the ground. Then he pops back up. Jumping around. Dance. And finally, which one's the last? Rolling around in a circle. Yeah. It's really cute pet. But I think the highlight, the one that most players are excited about, is again from the collector's bundle. Is the Falloop. It kind of has, you can see it better in the dark. It's supposed to be like an underdark creature, I guess. So it can emote, so this is like the happy emote. Let's see. The sad emote. It's turning blue. Okay, what's next? And now it's angry. It's turned red. And let's see. Being scared now. Yeah, I figured I've got to wait through all these rounds of enemy trash. Let the hirelings deal with it. And this one is inflate. Probably the most fun. Yeah, so there we go. That was the different cosmetics. And now the different appearances. So, appearance number 1. Kind of hard to see with the fire effects on, so let's turn off the fire effects. Options in gameplay. Turn off full overlay effects. Here we go. Here's the character. He's got this. He's supposed to be like an Underdark explorer. I really like his backpack. I like the little horse rod over here. Whoever this is, the lamp, the axe. Really cool stuff. Again, good job on the cosmetics. I feel like the more unique cosmetics were all put inside of the collector's bundle. This time we'll actually open up the hallway so you can actually see what it's supposed to look like. So yeah, opening the door just allows me to pass. But pulling this also opens the door and also activates, well, all the enemies behind the door. So this time, yeah, they're all here. A whole bunch of enemies. So if you feel like I cheated last time, here you go. Now you can get to see how they look. Anyway, so that's the Explorer set, or whatever it's called. And this one. Damn, the light someplace. Oh, come on, you gotta go. Stop putting overall effects that makes me so I can't show anything. Yeah. Once again, you gotta pull this. This will open up that light barrier downstairs. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. There we go. The robe, all cosmetic. I like this cloak because it's got the glowing runes on the back. And actually, it's kind of blackish white, silverish white, silverish blue, I guess. And it can work with a whole bunch of other outfits, which is something that I really appreciate. Because anytime there's a cosmetic who's added, who's very unique, and it doesn't really mesh with any other cosmetic, I feel like it's a waste because I'm not going to use it if I can't combine it with other cosmetics. Anyway, we've got to go through the motions and finish this quest. But no stress this time.
You are free to move deeper into the Tor.
Let the hirelings handle all the giants.
A narrow passage is buried under these rocks. Through the narrow passage,
Again, click on this guy.
Place, and in it
You'll see the objective change as soon as the objective, I can't say it. Objective changes in the quest panel up the top. Over here, you'll know that you can move on.
You find a crevice concealed by rubble here. Pushing free of the narrow crawl space, you tumble down into some kind of supply room.
You're gonna have to open up at least one of these doors in order to get back. I guess you can use D door. I'm not sure what's up with this. Why do I always end up with a whatever it is, displacement animation on me? I feel like there's something who's casting displacement. I think it's more like a visual bug. I don't think I actually have displacement on, but whatever. Yeah.
You find a crevice concealed.
I'm gonna skip them.
Here. It is just large enough to crawl through.
Okay. Still using the Falloomp. Gotta go back to my pre-set up cosmetic. Also my full overlay cosmetics, the fire, etc. Turn that back on once I'm done with my screen capture from the dragons. I see I've got like this displacement effect. I think what's happening is the giants cast like mass displacement effect. It's supposed to affect them and all the giants around them. And the animation part of it is affecting everyone, including me. But it has no real displacement effect. I don't know, I'm making up a theory. Okay, here we go.
With maddened eyes, casting an elaborate spell as the you did not have to come here to die.
Gotta wait for him to be active.
Statue breaks. The portal master snarls.
He's got a voice lines that he's got to go through.
Cast it just as well with one.
It's already broken. Come on, just give it up already. Waiting.
Dragons find out. The portal master staggers and falls.
Okay.
A cloud of madness leaves his eyes. What came over me, he whimpers. The dragons.
Okay, it used to be that you'd have to kill dragons and become blooded to finish the flagging for the heroic raid. It's no longer the case. So, here we go. These are 3 doors. Each one leads to 1 dragon. I'm gonna go from, I guess black is the easiest. Blue will depend on if you have enough DPS, and white will depend if you have enough defense. Yeah. The white, if you can get frozen by the white dragon, and that can be a huge problem. And in blue, you get struck with lightning. The longer the fight goes on, and if you don't have evasion, it can start becoming very annoying, and you can just get overwhelmed and die. So you can't go slow on that fight. The traps just get more and more intense. Yeah, two switches need to be pulled, and they open up this door. And after that, there'll be another two that need to be pulled. Yeah, a bunch of trash slaying and mob killing. Probably let my hirelings rest. So what do I think about the hireling? Well, I wouldn't trust it to do actual healing in a quest. Like, I wouldn't trust any of the hirelings in quests. They're all very squishy, and you shouldn't treat them as a AI healer, but you should treat it as a, well, buff. So you open up at the beginning of the quest, and you can cast, well, freedom of movement, which is very valuable. So once again, you can get that from the collector's bundle. You don't have to go for the ultimate fan bundle. So yeah, objectively, the ultimate fan bundle gets all of its value from the tome of universal enhancement, which is $35 for one tome, making it definitely worth it if you can have it at least 3 characters. So if you play multiple characters or on different servers or whatever the reason is, and you can end up buying at least 3 of them, ultimate fan bundle will be already cheaper. So again, you might just want to buy it for cosmetics, but I can't tell you if that's better, worth it or not worth it. That's totally up to you. Okay. I don't really need this, but let's get all the hirelings to rest. Then we'll park them. I don't want them to run in and kill themselves. I might as well rest myself. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. An Underdark creature. Let's pause these two. Nice. Pause them also. And let's buff and go kill some dragons. Yeah, so the gimmick in all of these fights is you have to kill a dragon and a giant within like 10 seconds of each other. If not, the other one, whichever one you didn't kill, will make it so that the one you did kill will fully restore his health back to 100%. So timing is essential. As long as these don't follow me in, we'll be fine. Let's go get some screen captures.
Steady hissing of air. The crumbling stone floor ahead is pooled and pitted with acid spray.
AB stand about here. Hope I can survive their attacks long enough to get a good screen capture. Okay. And now we kill him. On one hand, having AoE means you can kill them exactly at the same time. On the other hand, having single target damage, you can kind of like gauge how much damage you do with each one by alternating. Whatever. This chest over here will always drop dragon scales. 20 of them you can use to craft an armor. Also some random loot that is obsolete. And Madstone Rod. You can use these to dispel Madstone Rage. Sorry once again. And back to back to the hallway. Yeah, so black dragon's done. Let's go do white dragons. We'll leave, I guess, blue for last. Actually, doesn't make a difference. We can do blue next. This character has evasion, so sometimes you feel like a specific. What's going on, buddy? You doing okay? Certain dragons are tougher, so you'd go for them last just in case you die. I mean, the quest is already over, so you're not going to be able to re-enter. You recall, you'll have to redo the quest. And yeah, that's why a lot of times, if I'm not on an evasion character, I'll skip blue, do white, and then come back. But I usually go for black first. Also, I'm going to probably have to do this on epic because there's augments who drop from the black chest. On legendary, on epic, they drop a true globe of blood, or whatever it's called. Basically, it's a +1 exceptional bonus to all stats, who's level 25, which is very convenient because it saves on slots on your gear. You don't have to have a +1 exceptional for each stat, or for each stat that you care about. You just have one for all. Okay, the blue side, you've got these runes. You got a few runes you gotta unlock, and that will unlock the next floor. Go, another rune. I don't remember if you just need to do 2 or there's 3 over here. Check around this corner. Nah, just 2. There actually is traps in this particular section. Sadly, because you already completed the quest, disabling them doesn't really give you any XP. So it's like, great, I've disabled them, now what? But they will help if you've got party members who are squishy, because they are actually kind of dangerous. I'm disabling so they don't blow up my hirelings. Yeah, my healing hireling is totally out of spell points, so either he didn't rest, or he goes through his spell points very, very fast. I'm not sure. Either way, we'll see. Altogether, the hirelings are making a pretty good gang. Once again, at the end, there's always this rune. You gotta click on it. This will spawn in 5 giant skeletons. Skeletal giants, I was gonna say, but yeah, whatever. And once you defeat them, you get a shrine. Okay, see if the hireling actually rests this time. There you go. I don't have a good hope spell to get rid of this debuff. So I'm gonna rest, because I need to get rid of it for the, well, screen capture. You know, the important things. As long as the hirelings don't infiltrate and jump in, we'll be fine. And this time we've got Blue Dragon and Sky Giant.
A voice drifts of
Or a mountain giant, actually, or whatever it is. Takes a few seconds until the electricity starts. I want both of you to stand together.
Dragon's lightning breath crackles all around you. It's coursing through the gold beneath your feet.
Stand a bit closer. Super annoying. Right. Go. Would not recommend trying to waste time in here without having evasion.
The blue dragon's lightning aura slowly dissipates with the creature's death.
Okay, so that was that. Blue dragon down. Once again, you're guaranteed blue dragon scales, a few of them. And you might get some named loot. You can also click on all those piles of treasure. They're just like a few coins each. They're not really anything serious. There's a little bit of a ring over here. We came in through one side. We went through the center, went this way. We're going this way now. This guy came in through the door after us. Okay, finally. Go do the white dragon. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about. These skeletal giants will infinitely spawn in every time you pass through there. You open up the doors, spawn in again. So I guess if you want to farm skeletons for your monster manual, this is a place to do it. Hey, to get past the doors, once again, we get a bunch of runes to pull. 2 or 3, I don't remember. It makes sense that it would be 2 because I'll be consistent, but hey. Be realistic about your expectations. This time, for some reason, we get gnolls and orcs. I guess this is like a mixture of the different enemies we fight out in Gianthold. Because if not, it makes no sense. Yeah, so 1 rune, also a randomly placed chest. Never complain about free loot. Yeah, I guess we go up now. At least there's no traps. Yeah, I guess there's 2 runes on each side. I'm not done with the side yet, but there's at least 2. Confusing over here which way to go. You're supposed to go up first. The ramp or the stairs, basically whichever one is. Oh, I'm working my way up, so this one is not as tall as that one, so I go to this one first. That's basically the logic behind remembering it. And then once you do it enough times, it becomes muscle memory, and anyways, you don't have to think about it. when they did the upgrade to Gianthold, they made it epic. They did a few fixes, and one of them was fixing the walking animations for giants. Because actually each leg was animated individually, and they would become desynced. It was very funny. They would start hopping around. So it was basically you'd have a giant who would be walking normally, and then little by little it would become like a limp, and then a trot, and then it was a skip and a hop. It was really silly. Yeah, so they fixed the giants animations. Anyway, you three stand here. I'm going in. Get a screen capture. Get a white dragon. Hopefully let's get a shot. Hey, come here. Stand close to this. And about here. Don't hit me with too many effects. Why is he spamming stuff all the time? Yeah, freezing aura. There's the... You do not want to get stuck in this. It slows you down. Yeah, this is what I talked about when I said that this fight can be tricky. The freezing aura that you get from the dragon can completely throw you off. It's very easy to kill the dragon. Sorry, kill the giant and then get frozen by the dragon. Have to wait. You survive it, but the 10 seconds are up. And, well, you're not able to kill the dragon in time. And have to start over. This could go on many times. Anyway, that's it. That was the final one. Yeah, I guess we're out of here. Well, the quest itself doesn't take that long, but if you want to do all the optionals, I mean, 10 minutes was the actual quest. Then we spent a whole bunch of extra time in here killing all the dragons. So it is what it is. Anyway, so we gave back the quest already to the Epic. Oh, just to point out, the quest giver for the... We'll talk about that in a second. Let's finish the chains. This guy, this is Gianthold Tor, Heroic. Done. Now we're flagged, technically, for the raids. But we talked to the quest givers. So this guy. This gives me the flagging quest. I don't need any of this. This is the heroic chain of quests. Yeah. There we go. Now that we've completed both of those, this is the epic quest giver. You get the Storm Reaver. And, well, it's epic raid giver. Storm Reaver. And this one is the heroic Reaver's Fate quest. Yeah, so there we go. We're flagged. And that's going to be it. Well, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you on my next video. Bye.